of me. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 oh. Relax, 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 oh. Relax, 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 oh. Relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
Hey, I ain't folding, I ain't switching for no, I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that, plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
On second down, here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Trey 15. Trey 15. Back. Waiting.
Wentz will try again on second down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. This man was a Saint for 3 years. It's Darren Sproles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. Wentz to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Wentz to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We're waiting. Got it. Good set.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st down, Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Ajayi. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the first play will be a field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now for Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make our score 9-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Ready? You waiting?
Breeze now on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And some room to roam now. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Got it! You waiting?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yards. Back at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Under. Ready. You waiting?
Now Breeze on third down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Go. 82.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Manti Te'o leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st down, Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. A dump off to Vereen. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Check. Good set.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Yellow lady.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Get set. Wait set.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Ready. You're 90. 12. I got you, son. 21. Waiting. What's that?
The final shot before half for Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they thought they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Breeze. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away this timing.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Get set.
On second down, here's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground with a J. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Come on now, Oaks. Come on now. Let's go. Set. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on now, Oaks. Come on now. Let's go.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Go, go.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 11.
36.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Brees now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. Brees now on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Brees will try again on second down. And a little floater there is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Brees to throw again. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Kill, 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 kill. Ready. Yellow lady.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. 21, 21, 21.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Left side taken in by Meredith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready. 21, 21, 21.
Now Breeze again. He's going to float this one deep right side. Joe. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Grade 15, grade 15. Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Ajayi. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Done. 20. Black, come on.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Hurts over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. It's a room to maneuver. Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Black.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Wentz now to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They run again with Ajayi. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brees. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Brees. He is going to find Hill here. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Brees to throw on 2nd down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Brees. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They run with Ajayi. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Here we go. 120.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Waiting.
Throwing now is Wentz. Jeffrey breaking the tackle.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Yellow lady. Check.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now it's Ajayi. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Back.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Fights off the defender. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Eagles on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we say so long from New Orleans.
And skip the school, that's a truancy, body. I made me some rats and